every day is different for me. I don't have a strict routine. I don't eat the same every day. It's literally up and down. And I think more so ever than now, because of having my little girl, and her sleep schedule is like totally different as well. Sometimes she could be waking up at 6, sometimes it's 6:30, sometimes it's 7:30. So, and then we alternate, my husband and I, of who's getting up to get her. So there's some days I get a little bit more of a sleep in. I'm normally the one getting up, but so I pretty much feed her and get her ready as a priority, and then I focus on myself. So that's definitely changed, because it used to be just me who I had to look after and worry about, but now it's my little girl. So it's different every day. I actually eat really randomly now. Honey on toast, I don't know if that's right.
You probably need the energy boost, the sugar hit.
Exactly. I love it. And it's weird because my mum also does that. So I think I've probably taken that from her. But I used to, when I did sort of intermittent fasting, I would have more like my breakfast would be like, it would be more brunch, I guess. So I would combine the lunch and breakfast and just have that one meal without having then another meal later on. And that used to be like sort of avocado, eggs, or like tomatoes and things like that. And that would be sort of, yeah, maybe 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I now have breakfast, lunch and dinner. And I still do like my sort of breakfast as my lunch. So the poached eggs and things like that. Otherwise, I'll go out and I'll get like a salad from somewhere, have a bit of protein. I try and be pretty good, but in the afternoon, it's always going to be sort of like chocolate and something really sweet.
You drink alcohol? Would you have alcohol in the week, or are you completely off?
To be honest, no, I don't really drink alcohol during the week. I like to save that for when I'm going out, and it will be more when I'm going out with friends or I have an event. I don't know if that's the best way to do things, but for me, it's about, I kind of like celebrating when I have alcohol.
We're about to see you on SAS Australia, which is my idea of a nightmare. I watched that show with total fascination for what I would never put my body through. And when I saw the promotional things and they said you're on it, I just went, Mother of God, how is someone willing to put themselves through that? Tell me about that.
Yeah, I know. I kind of probably had the same thoughts initially, but
your agent said you got to do this.
No, like it was without going too much into it. I think I was very much like you, where I was like, there's no way I'm going to do this. And then I had a lot of chats, pretty much mainly with my husband. And then it was more about, okay, what am I going to get out of it mentally? And that was my driving force. So I definitely was like my fittest going in to that. I can't give away too much because I'm not meant to be talking about it, but yeah, it was something that I pretty much never thought I would do. So
what was the most challenging part? I'll get off the subject because I know it's still under embargo.
Yeah.
But was there one aspect of it that you thought I would never be able to do, and then you just went, I did it, and it was great?
I think the signing up, and I think that's why people praise the people who go on, because it's the signing up and saying, I can do this, which is probably the biggest thing out of everything. So for me, just coming to terms with actually going into it was huge for me. So, and I basically, however I went, I was like, I'm going to be happy because I'm giving it a go.
And it comes to maturity. And there is a time in your life where you kind of make that leap between thinking you're too young or you're too old, and you're in your sweet spot. And I certainly feel, for me, around the time when I had my daughter, I was 36. I'd had my own business since I was 28, but really once I'd seen what my body could do, once I'd had my daughter, once I had the motivation that having a child gives you to really want to like give you that burst of energy to actualize your ambitions, it was like a surge of energy.
Yeah, it's crazy because like I honestly, there was a point, I don't know where it was a turning point when I was pregnant, where I was like, far out, like I've got so much ahead of me because I'm going to have a newborn and a child, but I feel like there's like, I want to do more. Like I'm so excited to like, it was like this rebirth for me as well, which was crazy because I literally thought it was going to be the absolute opposite. And I'm like, no, it's so, yeah, it's so exciting.
I would like to know, how do you look after your skin? Do you have treatments? Do you have go-to? I know you're an ambassador for Olay, so it's obviously a product that you use as part of your routine. I think you also go to the clinic. Is that correct?
I have been for a blueberry peel. That's
okay.
about
So I'll go back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem.
I actually don't really go to many, so
no problem. So I know that you're an ambassador for Olay, so it's obviously part of your skincare routine. I'm going to get you to tell us all the things that you do for your skin.
Yeah.
But I'd also love you to let us know, what other treatments you have. Do you have laser? Do you have any ultrasound treatments for lifting and firming? Have you tried body treatments? Do you have facials? What do you do to look after your skin, and how has that changed?
Yeah. So I actually don't get a whole lot of stuff done. I've never had filler. I've never had Botox.
Really never. Wow.
Never, like absolutely.
You look amazing.
I think my husband would kill me. So look, I'm never going to say never because I never want this. Like this is going to be out there, but right now and in the near future, I'm not getting it. Because I feel I'm really happy with how I look. And not from a superficial point, but I think I've just come to terms that you've only got sort of one body, one face. And I don't think you need to compare yourself to others and constantly feel like you want to look like others.
Do you take antioxidant supplements as well?
No.
I use any antioxidant serums in addition to what you're using with Olay? Are there other things you do for your skin, or is it pretty basic?
I take my makeup off and I use a cream at night. They do also, you probably know, they do have their facial masks as well.
I like the peel. The Olay peel is one of my favorite.
Really?
That thing is like professional. It is the same as getting a microdermabrasion for me. It works. Yeah. I've told Michael Brown, I think, you know him. He's been on the show as well, and he's a friend of mine. And I've said to him that peel is seriously good.
Yeah. And the thing about Olay is they have been around for so long,
and
they have the best scientists. Yes, exactly. So you want to go to people, and you were saying that you talk to scientists and things, but most people who are buying products aren't scientists. They want to have trust in someone. And I think that's the most important thing. I trust them. And that's the most important when it comes to skincare. And you know that they've been around, they've got those people behind them, and they're doing sort of the best for your skin. But also they've got a full different range of so I've got quite sensitive skin. So I've got to make sure that my products go with sensitive skin. So I think that's really important as well, knowing your skin and what products are going to be right for your skin.
Definitely. Now, you've got beautiful bright teeth, and one of the things that always comes up in Ageless is smile care is a massive category. Like if you want to have an instant transformation of your face, get your teeth sorted out, at least brighten them.
Yeah. So, well, look, I'm no longer an LA ambassador, but I'm still a massive advocate for their products. Like I still use their
Oral-B, you mean?
Yes. Sorry, for Oral-B. Yes.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love their product. I still recommend their products. They had the strips when we were talking. I don't know if they had the newest, the new ones, which actually stick on your teeth a lot better than the older ones. But if you want that sort of instant white glow, for me, I still use that. I don't use it like regularly, like every week or every day. It's more like, oh, I've got something coming up, I might use it a couple of days before going in, but I can instantly see that.
Do you do any meditation or work on neuroplasticity, on recalibrating your wellness through your mindset? Do you do any specific work around that?
So it's funny, before I met Tim, I was like not against meditation, but I was someone like I just didn't think it really worked. And Tim is someone.
It only really works if you do it.
Yeah, exactly. And because my mindset, I was like, it doesn't work. I'm not going to put in the effort. And then I might do it for 5 minutes. I'm like, yeah, see, it doesn't really work. So understanding it. And once again, thankfully, to my husband, who explains things and pushes me out of my comfort zone and to do different things. He's kind of, I don't do meditation all the time, but there are definitely days where I'll do it, or I'll just sit down and I'll do breathing techniques, or just relax and try and get rid of everything that's surrounding me, all the white noise, and just try and kind of get back to my center. I'm not someone who meditates every day or anything like that, but I'm just becoming more, I guess, aware of it, more knowledgeable about things that can help. I definitely like to get a few massages, and they're the things I like to do when I want to sort of relax and I don't know, just like, I guess, chill out, and also take time away. As much as I love my little girl, just have those moments where I can have to myself, and also long walks. So I think that's sort of getting out in that fresh air, and getting outside is hugely important. So that's one of those things for me, is like getting outside, fresh air. We're lucky to live near some water. So it's just like kind of getting there, getting beside the water, or even in the water, to kind of clear your mind.
In the, I guess, in the showbiz industry, you know, you're lucky enough to come across stylists and makeup artists and hairdressers and fitness experts or whatever. Have you met any people who've just given you the best tip that you made your own, that you really do, particularly in the context of Ageless? Is there a makeup thing that always makes you feel like you've had a glow up? Is there, a fitness or a beauty hack or a style hack that, takes you from feeling like you've just been cleaning poop to ready to do a red carpet?
Look, I don't think there's one person, but what comes to mind is this is kind of back in the day a bit more so, but like I'd put on an outfit, and there were days where I feel like so fabulous. I'm like, oh, I'm killing it at life. Like I'll go out, I'll have the best day or best night or whatever I'm doing. And then I can put on that same exact outfit, look exactly the same, and feel the total opposite. And I'll go out and I'll feel like, oh, I just don't feel good. I don't look good. This dress doesn't look nice. And it just shows the power of the mind and how important that is. And it shows you could look exactly the same on one day and feel a certain way, and then look exactly the same on the next day, but feel like a totally different person. So I think you've got to remember that, and remember it always comes back to your mind and how you think of yourself and how you think of the world, and know that if you aren't feeling great, you can take yourself back to feeling great, but it comes back to like your mind. And that's really with everything, with wellness, health, it's always going to come back to that. So
do you have a go-to beauty look that always makes you feel like you look radiant and healthy and like you've had your 8 hours sleep?
I actually take a lot of magnesium. I didn't talk about this before, but for me, sleep is the most important thing of all time. Basically, I know when I've had a good sleep, I not only look good, I feel good. You can take on the day. You can, when it comes to sleep, you can do like, I don't know, a workout and not do as well at that workout if you haven't had a great night's sleep. So basically, sleep comes down to everything.